Now we are going to see about needle in the haystack test. So what is needle in the haystack and why we need it? Generally, when you provide large amount of data to a large language model, it tends to forget what's provided in the middle. To identify which model remembers the data provided at various context length, we have needle in the haystack test. Using this test, we will ingest a specific data at various context length and identify if the large language model is able to retrieve the answer correctly. In this, you will learn how you can run a test like this and get a result like this. Compare between two needle in the haystack packages, one from Greg and another from Lucy. How to run this. Also how to test LLaMA 3.1 using OlLlama locally on your computer. That's exactly what we're going to see today. Let's get started. Hi everyone, I'm really excited to show you about needle in the haystack test. So here is a needle in a haystack test for Claude 2.1 model, and you can see it's mostly read by adding a slight change to the prompt, such as here is the most relevant sentence in the context. By adding this assistant prompt, the same Claude 2.1 is able to identify the needle clearly. So always remember, a small prompt like this could change things massively. I'm going to take you through step by step how you can run this needle in the haystack test. But before that, I regularly create videos in regards to artificial intelligence on my YouTube channel. So do subscribe and click the bell icon to stay tuned. Make sure you click the like button so this video can be helpful for many others like you. First, we are going to try needle in a haystack test created by Greg. So first step, pip install needle haystack, pandas and seaborn. Needle haystack is the main package to run the test and get the data. And using that data, we are going to visualize using pandas and seaborn. After typing this command, click enter. Now we are going to export NIAH model API key like this. This is a GPT-4 API key. If you want to test Claude, you can change this with Anthropic API key. After this, click enter. Next, NIAH evaluator API key, exporting that. And this is a large language model which is going to evaluate the needle in the haystack. So after this, click enter. Next, type this command, needle haystack run test. The provider is OpenAI. The model name is GPT-4 mini, and the document depth %. That's where you want to keep the needle. The context length, I'm giving 80,000. So generally GPT-4 is 128,000 tokens. So you can even modify this and test it at various intervals. Then evaluator model, that is GPT-4. So this main model is going to evaluate GPT-4 mini and save results equals true. That's it. I will put all the command in the description below. So after this, click enter. This will automatically run the test, and you can see model is GPT-4, gives the context length, depth at which the needle is kept, and here is the needle. If you see the folder structure, you can see there are two folders, results and context. In the results, you can see this file got created which contains the data, and you can see the score here 10. So this is for one needle. But what if you want to ingest multiple needles at various points? To do that, here is a bash script. So it's going to ingest the needle at various intervals, and we are still running the same command, that is needle haystack run test. So after this, click enter. Now you can see automatically it's ingesting the needle and testing it at various intervals. At the end, when you see the results folder, you will have the data stored in there in JSON format, as we saw before. Similarly, the context, it also stores the context, as you can see here, just for verification. Now we need to run the visualization. To do that, I'm going to download a notebook from the same repo. So here is the notebook. So here is the result which is already run, but we are going to modify that. So here, the folder path, we are going to change that to results. That's it. Everything else remains the same, and it's taking from the JSON files. Now I'm going to click run all. Now it's running, and here is the map which got just generated using our tests. And you can see many oranges, and it doesn't reflect the actual score. One of the main thing is because this repo is 4 months old. So that could be one of the main reason. And when I tried running like this, as per the documentation, it didn't work for me. Next, let's see Detective Needle LLM by Lucy. To run this package, you need Node.js application. So download that Node.js package. And also we are going to test LLaMA 3.1 model using OlLlama. So download OlLlama. Then in your terminal, OlLlama pull llama 3.1 and then click enter. This will download llama 3.1 model. Then git clone detective needle LLM repo and then click enter. Now navigate to that folder. Now open this folder in VS Code. There you will be able to see a file called config.json. So click on that. There add this URL. So this is OlLlama endpoint and give a fake API key. And the model which we are going to use, llama 3.1. Here we provide the prompt templates and what needle which we want to add. You can modify this based on your requirements. Even you can try this with OpenAI, Anthropic or anything by changing this endpoint URL and the API key. You can see the API endpoints here. Now we're going to run this. Just type node index.js and then click enter. And here you can see it automatically calling the endpoint and adding the needle at various places and testing it. We can even visualize this by opening the index.html file and the results getting stored in the results.js. As you can see here, it's adding things here. Now open this .html in Google Chrome or any other browser. And here is what it looks like. Now you can see the test is still going on and the green is increasing at various context length. So the context length for llama 3.1 is approximately 8,000. So we'll be seeing the red will start coming after the 8,000 point. Now there's a red. Now this is 7,000 context length. Now we are at 8,000. Now we are at 9,000. And you can clearly see the red started coming in. That's because for llama 3.1, the context length is only 8,000. And from 9,000, it's red. In this way, you are able to generate your needle in the haystack test for any large language model using this method. I'm really excited about this. I'm going to create more videos similar to this, so stay tuned. I hope you like this video. Do like, share and subscribe, and thanks for watching.